if you're 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 20, if I don't really care about the age, but if you're at that moment, you graduate in high school, graduate in college, I'm somebody that's 25. I've seen it, I've lived it, I've seen it in my friends' lives, and this is the advice I would want to tell you. Because in this moment in your life, you're probably thinking you should have things figured out. You're probably thinking, by the time I'm 25, I should have this. You're probably hearing your friends or people at your school say, hey, I'm going to major in this, or I'm going to go do this. And you may be feeling like, I don't know, and I just need to work. You may be thinking like, I need to work hard to get this before I... Let me tell you something. And the reason why I'm making this video is because I just had this conversation with somebody that was you all's age, that's just graduated high school. And as I was talking to him, this is my cousin, he was like, man, Jamar, I just want to have things figured out before I start having fun. And what got me was I responded with something I didn't know I even had in me. I was like, bro, when will you ever have it all figured out? By that definition, by that logic, you'll never have fun. If you wait till you have things figured out to have fun, you will never have fun. As I've grown up, I've realized that nobody has it figured out. The person that's 50 years old, the person that's 25, the person that's 75, your parents, your principal, your professor, whoever you want to, they are still trying to figure out what the heck is going on. And I think at 18, 19, 17, we are looking up to people and thinking they have it figured out because that's what it seems like. Maybe we look at their Instagram, we look at the job they have. But the only way to know if somebody's happy is to be that person. And the only way to have life figured out is to not be a human being. Like, the part of being a human being is the fact that that our lives are mysteries, that we don't know what's going to happen. The fact that we don't understand the reason why. Like, we all have these questions. We're curious beings because we don't have the answers. The reason why we as humans are so curious is because we will never have all the answers. So by nature, we're very curious. And I think at 17, 18, we don't realize that. We think we're supposed to have it all figured out. And do we figure out pieces? Yes, but there is no timeline. There is no, at this time I have this. There is no, at this time. And what you have to realize is sometimes the delay is just preparing. Okay? So sometimes the delay is for purpose in the future. Sometimes the delay is for realization in the future. Sometimes the delay is for somebody else. For perspective. For something you don't even know about yet. To give you an example, if you don't know me, if this is your first time watching a video about me, I'm an inspirational speaker. I speak all across the country, inspiring students to find their passion, figure out what they want to be when they grow up. But I was a kid that didn't know. I spent my whole life trying to dodge the question of what do you want to be when you grow up. And I used to always say, like, why is it taking me so long? These people know they want to be a doctor. They want to be a physicist or whatever. I don't know what I want to be. I used to always think, why is it taking me so long? As I've grown up now and I have a career, and I speak at schools all across the country, if it wasn't for me not knowing for so long, I wouldn't be able to relay that information in my speeches to get students to relate to me that would then now listen to me and allow me to help them. Okay? People don't listen to people they don't relate to. And I'm able to relate because I went through something for a long time where I didn't know. I didn't really know and I still don't know, but I have pieces now. And I give students that help. But I need you to know what you're going through. Your uncertainty is part of the story. Like, if you watch any movie, if you watch any TV show, if the main character had it all figured out, there'd be nothing to watch. You'd be bored. You'd be like, what does this do? This isn't real. Come on. Part of you building out a great story is you going through things. Part of you appreciating it when you get there is you not having it now. If you always had it, it wouldn't be that cool. Part of happiness, feeling so happy, is the fact that we know how bad sadness is. But without sadness, we wouldn't have happy because happy would just be okay. So we kind of got to appreciate the sadness. We kind of got to appreciate the mystery. We kind of got to appreciate the fact that we don't know, because when we do know, it'll feel so much better. But we also have to kind of get comfortable and in love with the mystery, because it always gives us something to do. It always gives us a chance to explore. And some of us are afraid of the unknown. But when you start to shift your perspective and understand there will always be an unknown, you'll start to embrace and explore the unknown. Instead of trying to plan your life, you'll just let life surprise you and you'll just live in the moment. And when I did that, when I started just letting life surprise me, I didn't say, this person's supposed to be my person. I didn't say, this career is supposed to be my career. I didn't say, this is supposed to happen. I just said, you know what? I'm going to map out what I want. I'm going to go about taking the steps every single day, but I'm not attached to any of the results because I understand the future is beyond my imagination, my potential beyond my imagination. So if a door closes, that doesn't mean my life is closed on. That just means I'm meant for another door. So I don't force anything. That's what every facet of my life, whether that's dating, career-wise, whether that's friendship, whatever it may be, I don't force anything because I need you to know nothing that's for you will miss you. So if somebody don't like you, if a job declines you, if you don't get into a school, guess what? It just wasn't for you anyway. I remember one of the colleges I really wanted to go to declined me. I was all sick about it. But I ended up going to the college made for me, and I wonder if they would have accepted me, would I end up going to, you see what I mean? And so there's things happening beyond your imagination. This life we're living, we only know like a small percentage of what's going on. But yet we get so messed up and mad when we fail, when we don't know if that's really a failure because we don't see the full perspective of what it's leading us to. I'm talking to somebody. I need you to know this life is beyond your capability to understand. So when you're reacting to something, you're only reacting to like 1% of the perspective. For example, I got another example for y'all. If y'all have watched my videos, you may know this story. But I'm somebody, not only did I go to college, but I also was diagnosed with cancer during college. And one of the first things I said to myself was, why me, once I found out I was diagnosed? But again, as an inspirational speaker, different things allow me to relate to people. And through that story of me being diagnosed with cancer, I don't relate because not everybody's gone through that, but students listen to me, I grab their attention. But not only that, but when I was diagnosed with cancer, I found the value of life. Like I realized how dope every second is. And when I realized that, it allowed me to realize when it came to the question of what do you want to be when you grow up, I realized that I couldn't just do something where I could help people or I could make money. I had to find a way to maximize on every moment. So it shifted my perspective to understand how valuable life was. And so I made it a mission to find something I love to do. And now every day I take advantage of every second. Because I love speaking, I really do. I post a YouTube video every single day. Why? Not because it's something I'm trying to do, but this is who I am, this is what I love to do. And so I found it, I want to give you that, give people that all across the country that value. Without me being diagnosed with cancer, I wouldn't have this. And I'm thankful I have a type of cancer while I'll continue to live my life, a long life. But without those things, I was saying, why me? But it was really for me. So I was thinking my life was over, this sucks. But really, now looking back, I'm so glad that happened because I'd probably be in a cubicle right now doing something I hate. You see what I mean? And so I need you to know you don't see the full perspective. I need you to know nobody has it figured out. And I need you to know how lucky you are. Like you're so freaking lucky. You're not even a quarter through your life yet. Embrace it. You know how many people would love to go back and get one more weekend of being 18, 19, 20 again? Like, you can mess up for the next 10 years, be 28, 30, and you still have so much of your life ahead of you. And that's to me too. Like, I'm 25. I could flame out, F up for the next 5 years. I'm still just 30 years old. I think our perception of time is flawed because we've only lived so much life. So we think, oh, 4 years is such a long time. No, it's really not that long time. And so you have all this time to mess up, to have fun, to screw around. Like you don't need to be perfect. One, because you'll never be perfect, but also because like you'll never be this age again. You'll never have this youth again. Embrace it, not just with working hard. Now, do work hard, but the balance is necessary because what you'll see is one, you'll have fun and meet people that just make life worth living, but it'll actually translate to work. It'll give you inspiration, allow you to learn more about yourself. I had the idea of starting a podcast and doing this speaking thing while I was drunk at a party sophomore year of college, okay? So if I didn't go to that party, I would have never been doing stuff like this. So I need you to know you got to have fun, and you also got to take time to reflect on yourself, but don't confuse that with having it figured out. Take this time of your life to just literally have fun and learn more about yourself and put yourself in uncomfortable situations so you find out where you would want to be uncomfortable, okay? It's okay if you don't like something. Don't do it. The difference between high school and now is you can choose what you get to study in. You get to choose what you want to work in. If you don't like science, then don't do science. But you got to find where you're willing to be uncomfortable in because that's where the growth is. If you're just doing something because you're good at it, then what happens when you're not good at it? You're not going to want to do it when it's uncomfortable. You got to be willing to do something when it's uncomfortable, when it's challenging, when it feels impossible. When you find that, that's when you find the cheat code to growth and learning about yourself. For me, every time I step on the stage, it's uncomfortable. But I like the uncomfortable. I like what I'm doing. So therefore, I continue to grow. I want you to find that, but I also want you to take a deep breath and be patient and understand nobody knows what's going on. enjoy this time. Everything's going to be okay. And if you want more inspiration, if you want more value to be able to find something you love to do, if you want more value to find success with whatever you're pursuing, if you want more value of just learning how to live a better life and a life that you actually enjoy living, then check out some more of my videos and subscribe to the channel. I'll see y'all in the next one. Like, comment, subscribe. Peace. I love y'all.